Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and we finally got the first sneak peek for the upcoming 5.0 4-year anniversary Avengers Endgame update. It's a mouthful, so if you can think of an acronym for me or something like that to refer to this next update, whatever you want to call it, the coming, I don't know what to call it. Yeah, so I don't want to keep saying all of those words. It's a lot. But we got it, and it's great for a bunch of different reasons. Not only does it give us a clue about what we can expect in the update, which we kind of already knew, but it also gives us a better timeline for when this update will land. So I know a lot of you guys have that question, when is the update coming, Cynicalex? Go call your coworkers. I'll call them during the commercial break of this video when you're watching the ad for me, because I really appreciate that. You don't use ad blocker on my videos. It's so nice of you. I really appreciate that. And then I'll get back to you with that information. But first, the actual sneak peek. This is the one from Twitter. It all ended with a snap, but from endings come new beginnings. And we've got this Infinity Gauntlet, and all of the stones light up. And in this text forms, he has returned. So there's a few things going on here. Now I'm going to just briefly go over to the Mobram post. The Mobram post is a little bit more in depth. We've been preparing endlessly to mount a counterattack against Thanos. We've had this kind of wording before for sneak peeks, for different updates regarding Thanos, regarding the Infinity War, regarding the introduction of the Black Order and stuff like that, and those world boss missions way back, like 2+ years ago. However, one of our agents detected an immense amount of power in the area. Usually when they talk about an immense amount of power, that usually means tier 3. I know it's kind of beating over the head at this point. Thanos tier 3, the snap. But we're pretty sure this time. The agent then sent us a feed. After analysis, it seems like it's a resurgence of the Infinity Stones. So we know that Thanos has the Infinity Stones, but I always hold out hope that Marvel Future Fight and Netmarble will find a creative way to integrate the Infinity Stones into some sort of character building or alliance building aspect of the game, rather than just being a feature of a character's glove. But anyways, is this a sign that Thanos is gaining strength once again? Thanos Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos is set to threaten us once more. Looks like the fight is not over yet. Something new will come soon to Marvel Future Fight. So the something new can definitely be speculated on. It could be a new game mode. Hopefully it is. But of course it's going to be Thanos Tier 3. That's pretty much guaranteed. They may also do an overhaul to Thanos World Boss Ultimate and make that even harder. Or they may have one day of the week where the Thanos World Boss Ultimate becomes like the Infinity Gauntlet version, and it's way harder and it gives better rewards, like, you know, guaranteed CCF and extra drops, possibly CTP drops, whatever. I don't know. Hopefully it is a brand new game mode, or it's a huge revamp to an existing game mode, like completely overhauling Timeline Battle, completely overhauling Alliance Tournament, Alliance Conquest. I really hope for one of those things, if not a brand new PvP game mode. But other than that, it's really difficult to speculate on what it could be. And yeah, I could spend the next like 5 minutes speculating on what it could be, but I don't really want to. So instead, I want to discuss this just a little bit. It's kind of weird to me when you think about it. I don't know why I can't pause this video. But it ended with a snap, but from endings become new beginnings. So the snap wasn't really a feature of the Infinity War update in Marvel Future Fight. So follow me here. The snap was in the movie, but it wasn't really emphasized in the Marvel Future Fight update, because the Marvel Future Fight update just didn't talk about it very much, and it didn't really focus on just Thanos. It focused on the whole Infinity War saga, but mostly from the side of the heroes, with all the uniforms, Captain America getting tier 3, Iron Man and Spider-Man getting tier 3. So it's a bit weird that they're focusing now on the glove and the snap. It's more of a movie reference. And then it says he has returned, which again is a movie reference. Now, whether they're referring to Thanos or they're referring to someone else, I don't know. But the point is, I mean, if they're referring to Thanos, Thanos has been in Marvel Future Fight for a long time. He hasn't returned. He didn't go anywhere. Not only has he been in the game for a long time, for years, but he's been relevant for years. I mean, he was super powerful when he came out, and then when he started to lose power, they gave him the Secret Wars Infinity uniform, and he regained his form as one of the best PvP characters in the game. And then, once again, when he started to lose his value against other characters, Infinity War came along, and he's been strong since then. I mean, he's still kind of losing his edge against tier 3s, like Captain Marvel, Captain America, Wolverine, Deadpool, but he still has insane value, and he's still one of the top 10 best one-on-one PvP characters. He struggles in 3-on-3, but there's not really any good, valuable 3-on-3 game mode that you can actually control anyways, besides pseudo Battle World, but that's so irrelevant that it really doesn't matter if he's not good in 3-on-3. So it's kind of strange. I'm not really sure. Now, if we're going to do a brief comparison to last year's first sneak peek was not this white screen. It looked like the ether. It looks like the reality stone, and it says reality itself will be torn asunder. Now, this was the very first sneak peek we got on April 5th, 2018. That signaled the beginning of the Infinity War, Part 1, basically, update. And after that, we got a bunch of other updates teasing Thanos, teasing the new World Boss Ultimate stages, teasing a bunch of uniforms, teasing Captain America Tier 3, and that's all well and good. But the first sneak peek, this one itself, literally has no reference to the game whatsoever. And looking back 1 year later, there is no Reality Stone in Marvel Future Fight. There is no Infinity Stone or anything. And I did spend 10 minutes a year ago discussing the possibility of this being an in-game item, this being something related to over here on the left side here of Thanos, related to the gear build up for a character, and having something for the uniform, or sorry, something for the Infinity Gauntlets, like the uniform and like the other effects. Now, not after Infinity War, but a little bit later when they introduced GBR in November, they did introduce a new piece of character building, which is the type enhancement, mainly for PvP. But they didn't do anything related to that Reality Stone. Now, you can kind of interpret or interpolate. I don't know. Extrapolate. There's a word there. I can't remember the word. Anyways, interpolate. Anyways. You can kind of extrapolate. There we go. You can extrapolate. No, you can't extrapolate. Anyways, there wasn't anything from the Reality Stone before. So I wonder if instead there isn't going to be anything specifically about the Gauntlet. It all ends with a snap, but from endings come new beginnings from this first sneak peek. If it's just about Thanos Tier 3, it really doesn't have a lot of value for us, and there's really not much worth in us speculating on it at all. Because last year's first sneak peek was a complete throwaway as well. So instead, what I'm going to do is just let you laugh at my Thanos, because I have a rank 10,000 Thanos, and I'm not ready. You know, we all make those jokes. Well, I make those jokes. People, sending me a message, hey, Cynicalex, I've got 100 crystals saved up for Endgame. Am I okay? Do I have enough? Hey, Cynicalex, I've got 5 million gold. Is that a good amount for the new update? So, my Thanos, he's rank 10,000. I've got a legendary uniform because I was too cheap and stingy to actually upgrade it, because the last one cost 2 teardrops and I don't even have enough uniform upgrade kits. His ISO 8 is only stage 10 because I'm also a lazy bastard. His obelisk is good, really good. His type enhancement is only rank 4. I know. I don't want to combine any more soccer balls and risk failing. His skills, not all of them are leveled up to level 6. Oh shit. His Uru is only at rank 5 or 5 stars, with just a couple of 6 stars there. And most importantly, most disappointingly, his gears. Oh, and his gears are extremely expensive compared to other characters, and I've only got them at 22, which means I still have hundreds, possibly thousands of materials to flush down the toilet to get him to 25. So I'm not really sure when I'm going to do this, Thanos building. I might do it just before the update, or I might do it just after, depending on how things go. But yeah, I'm kind of behind the ball, and I know other people are a lot further away from building Thanos than I am, but I also know that there are a lot of people out there who maybe have a better Thanos than I do, and in general their account is not as good as mine, or they feel as though they're not as far ahead as I am. So now you get to kick dirt in my face and laugh at me because your Thanos is more ready for Endgame than mine is. So let me know what you guys think of this first sneak peek. Moving on to the second part of what I want to talk about, because the first part is the sneak peek and Thanos. The second part is when the update is going to land. So traditionally, we get updates 1 week before the actual update lands. So it's usually a little bit more than a week, but it basically just means that you're not going to get the update the week after the sneak peeks happen. It's more than a week from it's a week from the sneak peek, from the first sneak peek, but you always have to go to the next Tuesday because we always get updates landing on Tuesday for the kind of East Coast people. So today is the 11th, today's a Thursday. What that means is next week, 7 days from now, will be the 18th. We're not going to get an update on a Thursday, so you actually go ahead, and it looks as though the earliest that we could be seeing this update based on the sneak peeks is April 23rd. Now, of course, this is not confirmed. This is purely my own speculation, but that would be the kind of educated guess based on 4 years, literally, of sneak peeks happening, you know, beginning about 10 days before an update, because it always has to rotate and land on a Tuesday. Now, there is also the possibility, this has happened a few times, that the sneak peeks last longer, and I think they did for Infinity War Part 1 as well, because they started on April 5th, but we didn't get the update on April 15th last year. So it did take longer than a week, longer than 10 days for that one. It's definitely possible that we could be seeing the update on the 30th of April, like basically the last day of the month. So I think one of those 2 days is probably a good idea if you're going to be, you know, taking off work to be on the live stream with me, chilling, hanging out, having fun. If you're going to be in the theater, I don't know what you're going to be up to, but I would bank on either the 23rd or the 30th of April for this update. I would put my money on one of the 2 days, and we'll probably know more sooner rather than later, because we'll see either fewer sneak peeks, which means that they're trying to stretch it out to the 30th, or we'll see more sneak peeks packed in there. If we get, you know, another one tomorrow, if we get like 4 in 5 days or something like that, then it's a pretty good indication that the 23rd is more likely. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Start counting up the sneak peeks for how often we get them. Let me know what you guys think of this first sneak peek and how it relates to last year's sneak peek. Reality will be torn asunder. What we got last year was tier 3s, level 70, new world boss ultimate. That was the reality being torn asunder. What are we going to get this year with the new beginnings after Thanos snapped nothing away? Because we didn't really lose anything from the Thanos snap in Marvel Future Fight, so I'm not sure what new beginnings they mean to add, but I'm excited for what it means if they're going to snap away some of these garbage arena modes and add in some amazing arena modes. And I'll make a video specifically about that a little bit later. So hit me up down below in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter, Discord, etc. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.